reference, back again, square one.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Masaki. So today I'm gonna do a little tutorial or guide on what the Rite of Exile means. Basically, it's kind of complicated if you look through the menus. There's this like progress and reckoning, all that stuff. Don't worry about that too much. All you have to know is this, right? So every week, the top 10 dark clans are then chosen for Shadow War, right? So what that means, they battle through the Shadow War and they kind of like fight to retain or gain position within their groups. At the end of the week, they do something called the Rite of Exile. So the whole idea here is that basically there's two phases to the Rite of Exile. The first phase is where you have the 10 clans that are chosen, and they are going to go through and fight basically 10 teams built by the Immortals, right? So the Immortals are a compilation of 3 clans that have won some form of Rite of Exile in the past. So they're going to build teams of 8 each on their side, and then we build teams of 8 on our side. And what they do is they basically go through a similar map as the battlegrounds. So that just means they're going to go through and they're pushing the idols. One team is defending, the other team is attacking. Pretty similar to battlegrounds, really not that much different. And so what you're looking for is more than half of the teams to win that first part. Now, if more than half the team wins that first part, then basically the second part, which is the battle with the Immortal, happens. So if you want to know what this looks like, this is very similar to the Echoes of Immortal event. Basically now the top 3 players of each one of these clans that have won are being sent. So here's an example of my alliance here. The top 3 players, or it's not really top 3, but we choose who those 3 people are going to be, are being sent for representation of our team to go fight the Immortals. What that means is that they're going to fight the Immortal, Pekka Wrecker, and once they beat him, then there's a free-for-all at the end. That free-for-all, so once they beat the Immortal, what that means is now they basically, one of these Dark Shadow clans are going to become Immortal soon. Technically 3, but I'll get to that later. They're going to fight for the Immortal position. They're going to do that through basically battling each other. It's a free-for-all, except it's not really a free-for-all. It's kind of like a teamed free-for-all. So, you know, each one of these 10 alliances here have teams of 3 that they're sending, okay? And so everybody fights each other, and then whichever team of 3 wins the overall. Now, all right, so what happens is whichever team wins the overall event now also becomes the Immortal. So now this alliance becomes the Immortal Alliance, and they could choose 2 other alliances to kind of partner with them. Now, of course, knowing that you're able to choose 2 other alliances to kind of go with you, you can imagine there is now strategy built in whereby you can kind of work with each other during the free-for-all to make sure that your 3, or one of the alliances of the 3, are able to kind of go and become the Immortal. And so that grants you and your team of 3 alliances Immortal status, right? Yeah, so basically that is the Rite of Exile, and this happens every week. So the Immortals get challenged. So this is called Challenge Immortal. Yeah, Challenge of the Immortal. But basically this happens every week. If you succeed in the Rite of Exile, which basically allows you to push the Immortal team, then the second phase is called Challenge of the Immortal will begin. So I'm going to show you how that battle works. We can all spectate, but only after, you know, they allow us to join. And you'll see how that works. And hopefully today somebody is crowned Immortal. All right, so the battle is about to begin. Basically, Pekka Wrecker here will become the Immortal. Like, he'll look like this gigantic statue thing. And then the rest of the team are going to port in, and they're going to go. So there you go.
It is the burden of the shadows to test the Immortal.
That's right.
A challenge has been issued. Should the Immortal fall, the cycle will turn.
Ooh, a new cycle also means more bonus chests and stuff. So we definitely want to turn the cycle. Boom, and now he gets granted immortal weapons, immortal armament. So he's going to become this gigantic being. All right, here we go. Let the kiting begins. So looks like they're going in the corner. Yep, this is what happens. Most of the time, the Immortal's always going to be kiting around. The goal of the shadow, obviously, is to defeat the Immortal. You can track that up here in the top left corner. And the goal of the Immortal is to kill 70 shadows before, or let the timer run out, right? So if he isn't defeated by the time the timer's run out, then he'll win as well. At this point, though, he's already lost 20% before, I guess, like 30 seconds. That's pretty bad. This is looking not good for him. So, yeah, so the Immortal has a couple skills. He has a leap skill. He has a so he can kind of jump across the arena. He also has a kind of like a sword skill that he can drop down a sword around everything. He has this like 3 slash skill that just does a good chunk of damage. He can also drop the sword to the block, and then he can also summon the idols. The problem with the idols, though, is as long as people are kind of on top of that, they can kill the idols, and then basically it doesn't do anything for them. Yeah, it looks like Pekker's going to lose. So at this point, we're going to have a new Immortal. Yeah, pretty much he's gonna get wrecked. I don't think he understands how to play this, because he shouldn't be kiting unless he thinks he can out kite these people. But these teams are pretty insane. Like they're pretty well built. So his kiting won't help too much because he's not going to run the clock out. And he's killed 3 shadows so far. So he's basically at this point giving the Immortal to someone else. So looks like we're going to have a cycle turn. For sure. Yeah, you see it. Everyone, once the statue gets summoned, you see people were kind of going through and kind of killing the statues already. So it's pretty smart, actually. But at this point, it really doesn't matter. The statues aren't really going to do much. Yeah. I mean, he can fly around. His swords aren't going to do crap, though, because everyone's kind of around. And, yep, Demon Hunters, as you can see, are using their leap skills. And with Vengeance, this is pretty standard. Multi-shot, right? So your standard Demon Hunter skills. Yeah. I think that's going to be it. Now, here's the interesting part, which is Phase 2. Phase 2 is going to be about who actually takes the Immortal title from all the clans that are out here. So that's going to be fun. So let's see how that goes. Okay. So as we come to the conclusion, Pecker actually jumped back into the crowd, so that's fine. He's definitely going to die now. There you go, 4%. 4, 3, 2. Okay. I guess he's kiting well. Everyone's kind of I don't know why people are positioning already. There's no need to position. I guess everyone's kind of given up. We don't need a group, actually. There's a Phase 2 to this thing. So I think they don't understand what's going on. The Phase 2 doesn't happen until the Immortal dies. Right, so the Immortal dies, then everyone kind of gets ported, and now you have time to go and group with your friends. So you don't have to do the grouping just yet. You can definitely rotate around. Now, the strategy for Phase 2 is going to be, you definitely want your alliances, like your clans, to be together, right? So the idea is that you want to be able to kind of work together, so you need your dark clans together. So, like, you want to put all your friends together. So, for example, Guardians over here in the corner with Cordy and Wad. So our alliances here are going to be not Cordy. Actually, maybe we are aligned with Cordy. Okay, so thugs are coming in. So it looks like we're going to have to fight thugs first. And there's Night Radiant here. I don't know why he's baiting. So this is very interesting. It looks like STW is coming in from here. Okay. Over here, it looks like Knights of Chaos just kind of chilling. So it looks like it's going to be... This is going to be insane. This is going to be basically it's 2 sides fighting each other. Oh, okay. Yeah. Guardians are fighting the Night Radiant guy. Honor. Yep. Okay. So, wow. So we already have 19 shadows down. 3 Guardians is still up. They're fighting Night Radiant, not together, though. Like, solo. Looks like Cordy's going to hop out and start working on some other people. But yeah, Rush has a lot of HP, so I don't know if that's going to be fun. Over here, how are things going over here? SDW is working down on Knights of Chaos, so they're truly just fighting, right? Knights of Chaos and Midnight Society and STW. So the question is, oh my gosh, I think we're going to win because it looks like we destroyed Knights Radiant. So if Knights Radiant's done, basically at this point we're looking at just killing off like, yeah, Knights Radiant's done. There's no way he can get all three of his dudes out. Whoa, okay, so, okay, it's good. Thugs are dead. Guardians is good. Guardians is fine. Wad is here. Looks like the alliance is working. It's pretty much just STW left. Once that's done, it's just between the three clans here. Okay, so SCW's trying to, but they're bursting their cooldowns, right? So the Demon Hunters already used their skills. We should be rushing in, right? Everybody should be rushing in now because the Demon Hunters no longer have, they still have maybe like 5 seconds. Yep, there you go, Vengeance 1 and then Vengeance 2, but it's okay. If you just DPS them down, you should be fine. Walk in on them, STW's in the corner. Yep, there we go, they caught him. They caught one dude, so he's dead. Blitz is probably gonna be dead now. Oh, Wad is in. He's spinning, but Wad is going to be dead. Okay, so that doesn't work quite that well. Okay. So, looks like Guardians are just kind of watching. Honestly, the clans should go in by themselves, so one after another, and don't give them time to heal would work. Okay, so Kuhn's the only person left. Blitz is dead, actually. So Kuhn's the only one left with Ronaldo. Kaylee's coming in, but it's basically like, that's a lot. That's a lot of people, actually. So they should be fine. Cordy's coming in against STW and popping cooldowns. Okay, should be fine. Wad is coming in to kind of take over, help with the second part. Obviously, you can't, there's no way to ally in this, so friendly fire is possible between the alliances. Someone should go after Kuhn and really just knock him out because he's so close. So where are the Guardians, guys? Where are the Guardian guys? Oh no. Korea is dead? Shoot. Whoa, STW. STW is probably going to get it, looks like. Kaylee's coming in with the palms. Imperfect Human. Repping Guardians. It's, oh my gosh. This is insane. STW is like super strong. Holy crap. They're really strong, dude. Oh my gosh. And the problem now is SCW is still in alliance together, but Guardians, and while these guys are part of the same alliance, they can't prevent friendly fire, and that's a huge problem here. So, oof, this is a stalemate kind of. Except, okay, so they're running in. Cordy's running in. Blast, yeah, this is too much damage. They can't do it. They can't do it. Yep. Perfect Human coming in with the help. Nice. Good. It's good. Yep. That's the right way to do it. The problem is kiting is too strong. Like, I mean, Ronaldo with kites. Oh, and he's got smoke screen. That's really smart. So he's smoke screen into a heal. That is really strong, actually. That's pretty smart. So, yeah. Looks like STW is going to win. Probably they're going to pick Knights Radiant, I think, for their partners, but it was looking really good. The issue, of course, is just that yeah, this is pretty much impossible if you can't yeah. Oh man, that's rough. That is super rough. Oh well. There's always next time, I guess. There you go. Cool. Good game. Good game. Good games. So there you go. STW now has won, and they are ascending over to Immortals. I think the thing that went wrong here was when they went in, they would all go in at the same time. What they probably should do it instead is like rotate in. So like we were at a pretty good position. What would really help here is if you send in like Wad first, goes in there, fights, and then gets them down a little bit. It doesn't even matter how much damage you take away from them, but chip away some damage, then back out, then send in the next, and the next, and the next, and then let's continue. That way it prevents SCW from having any time to heal, and meanwhile the other 3 clans can rotate heal, and that's going to be pretty straightforward, easy. So yeah, there you go. New Immortals are crowned. Yep. There you go. Ronaldo is now immortal. Cool, and everything resets. Anyways, that is how this works. I hope you guys enjoy the fight, and I hope you understand a little bit now with my explanation of how this works. But that's it. Once everything's overthrown, then there are rewards for everybody. So it's actually kind of nice, right? Yeah. Cool. All right. So everything now resets for the shadows again, and you kind of have to rework up as shadows. But basically now you kind of give up your shadow status, and you become just an adventurer again. And once you become adventurer again, then you rework back as shadows. That's how that works. All right. That's going to do it for me for today. This is Masaki signing out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Not a word that you say can save us, so don't try, 'cause this time you crossed it.